This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Virginia McConnell.
Welcome to the Good Neighbor Podcast Live. Are you in need of a clear bottom kayak tour? One might be closer than you think. Today I have the pleasure of introducing your good neighbor, Alan Fenstermaker, with clear bottom kayak. How are you, Alan?
I'm good. How are you doing? And this is actually our card right here for clearbottomkayaktours.net. Yeah, we're a local kayak tour company. We're basically based out of St. Pete, but we're willing to travel. So if anybody's interested in booking, just either look us up online at clearbottomkayaktours.net, or you could call or text me at 267-636-3127.
Okay, and how did you get into this business?
Mainly I got into this business because I know I've always loved kayaking in the outdoors, and I know I got involved with it 5 years ago, and when I moved down here to Florida from Pennsylvania, I know I fell in love with some of the nature and the outdoors in the St. Pete, Tampa Bay area, and I met somebody that had these clear kayaks, and I was like, okay, that would be a kind of cool side business to do, just to take people on tours of the waterways in St. Pete and Tampa Bay. We actually got one coming up on April 19th. It'll be we're going to be launching from Demons Landing in downtown St. Pete, going down underneath the pier, and then going towards Snell Isle along the Vinoy waterfront. So yeah, and we got an Earth Day paddle coming up the next day. So we got the 19th and the 20th. We got 2 paddles coming up, all in the downtown St. Pete area.
Oh my gosh, those are some really beautiful areas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
And so what are some myths or misconceptions about your industry?
I'm not really sure what some of the myths and misconceptions are, but I know the main thing is just that I like to do is when I'm doing a kayak tour, I like to drop some knowledge about the area that we're doing, if there's some cool facts about it. This past Sunday we did a tour of the Clam Bayou mangroves over in Gulfport, and one fact that I dropped while I was doing the tour there is how the mangroves is kind of like a nursery area for fish, where fish, before they go into the Gulf, they're living in the mangroves, and then a lot of times you'll see dolphins wandering into the mangroves when they're on their way to hunt some fish, as well as how there's a couple different types of mangroves. There's the black mangroves that come up from the water, and then there's the red mangroves that are right along the water that you see on the side, and then the white mangroves are the mangroves that are further inland.
Wow, that's really cool. I had no idea there were so many different.
And that's pretty interesting too. And I love nature, and I love to learn different stuff like that too. And I figure it's kind of cool when people are visiting the area to learn different stuff. A couple weeks ago we did a tour over at Archie's Island, and we launched from the Jungle Prada boat launch, and we were on the Boca Ciega Bay. And one thing about the Boca Ciega Bay, that's an estuary where freshwater runoff meets the saltwater, and also in some areas of the Boca Ciega Bay, back in Prohibition, that used to be used as as a way for the bootleggers to smuggle alcohol from the Caribbean, to the speakeasies up here. They would hide in the mangrove areas and just for bootlegging in the Prohibition.
Oh, I love that there's so much history around here too.
Exactly, and yeah, that's one of the things I like to do when I do a tour. I like to drop some history and give some people some education about the area that they're in, so that not only are they going to get to see the beautiful surroundings in the Tampa Bay has to offer, but they also get to hear some pretty cool facts and hear some cool history that took place back there.
Okay, so we know marketing is the heart of every business.
Yep.
Who are your target customers, and how do you attract them?
Well, pretty much our target customers are pretty much anybody that loves the outdoors. I know like one of the main things I'm trying to reach out to is tourism, because I know like the Tampa Bay area, there's a lot of tourists out here. So like I know like I've been reaching out to hotels and giving my cards out there. So like if someone comes in and they're new to the area, they're visiting and they're trying to find something fun to do for part of their vacation, to just contact me with Clear Bottom Kayak Tours to show them some pretty cool areas. And like the areas I mentioned, I am willing to go to other areas too. So like just because if you didn't hear an area that like if you want to go somewhere special in the Clear Bottom Kayak Tours, I could always set up the tour to that area as well. And also another thing that like we even do is it's pretty cool for a date night as well. Like so, like if anybody listening out there has a special lady that you want to take out on a date and you want to just do something special and memorable, just yeah, just what you could do is like you could rent a kayak from us either with a guide or without for like an hour for $100, and you could take her out and explore some of the areas, or you could have a guide with you guys as your own private date on the water. And like another thing we even do too is like we even I'm ordained as a reverend through Universal Life Church, so like I could actually officiate weddings. So like I could even like officiate a wedding on the water in a kayak, or like if there's some cool island like somewhere in the bay, or like a sandbar or something, you want to like have a wedding on that sandbar or on that island, like we could even kayak out there, and we even have like 10 two-person kayaks, so we could even like take a whole private party out there, private groups and stuff. So
Nice, nice. And have you ever thought about having your own podcast?
I actually have a couple podcasts. Like I've done like stuff in the independent pro wrestling circuit, as well as music and art. So like I also have a YouTube channel, Pro Wrestling Archives, and Top Rope TV, as well as Bird Cliff TV. So it's mainly like wrestling and music, and then my Fenstermaker Films channel as well for that stuff. So like I have done a little podcasting. I was actually on another podcast the other day as well, which I'll be dropping that link probably at some point today or tomorrow.
Okay, cool. Awesome. And what do you do for fun outside of work?
Pretty much like I love anything outdoors, like either hiking, kayaking, paddleboarding, or just anything active.
Okay. And can you tell our listeners one thing they should remember about Clear Bottom Kayak Tours?
Just that, yeah, like it's a good way to like just meet new people and just like explore the beautiful waterways here in the Tampa Bay area. And like I always try to get everybody to interact with each other as well, like do like some sort of icebreaker or some way for people to like just kind of just get to know each other, because they're all two-person kayaks. So like normally, like if you're going solo and you don't have anyone to go with, then when we meet up there before we launch, I'll pair everybody up, so you'll have somebody like that you're sharing a kayak with. So like by doing that, like you'll get to meet someone new.
Yeah, so that's awesome to do just a solo. I do a lot of things solo, so that's a great way to meet people.
Yeah. Because you never know, like even if you come to the kayak event like solo, or just you by yourself, like by you being paired up with somebody else that's solo in their kayak, and then you can maybe like strike up some good conversation with them and meet a new friend at the end of it too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, tell our listeners how they can learn more about Clear Bottom Kayak Tours.
Well, to hear more about Clear Bottom Kayak Tours, we are on Instagram as Clear Bottom Kayak Tours. We're also on Facebook as Clear Bottom Kayak Tours. And you can look us up on the web at www.clearbottomkayaktours.net. That's www.clearbottomkayaktours.net. And actually, this is my card right here. I don't know if you guys could see it, but this is my card right there. Or you could also call or text me. My number is 267-636-3127. That's 267-636-3127. That's my card right there, if you could see it. That's the front, and then I get the back. So yeah, it's pretty cool if you could see that. So just look us up on the web, or shoot me a call, or shoot me a text.
Okay, well, Alan, I appreciate you being on the show, and we wish you and your business the best moving forward.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpsarasota.com. That's gnpsarasota.com. Or call 941-949-1865.